Hi, Stephen here. Welcome back to the Round Table. And today I'll be talking about albums that will be celebrating 20 years in 2023. These are some of the albums that I've enjoyed over the years and go back to. And I'm surprised how time flies. It doesn't seem that long ago that I got them, but it's 20 years ago. So the first one is the Allman Brothers Band, Hitting the Note. This came out on March 18th of 2003. It is the last studio album of this legendary Southern rock band, and it may be one of their best albums of their catalog, in my opinion. It got to be their best album in 20 years, best since Brothers and Sisters, for sure, or one of their best, for sure. It's phenomenal. I keep going back to it. I love it. Next up is Fleetwood Mac, Say You Will. Came out April 15, 2003. Unfortunately, the album does not feature Christine McVie, and that is noticeable on the album, but it's still a pretty good album, anyways. I enjoyed it. It went to number 3 on the Billboard charts. It's their last full fledged, like full length studio album. They did an EP some years later. So this is the last one, and it may be the last one with Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks, as I don't think they'll get together. I'm not sure. Who knows? Maybe now that Christine McVie is done, maybe they'll put their egos aside and try something. I hope they do. I think they still can. They got the magic, in my opinion. Next up is John Mellencamp, Trouble No More. Came out June 3rd, 2003. It was his final record, I think, for Columbia Records, and it's mostly made up of kind of blues and folk numbers. Not my favorite album from him, but a decent album from him. And I enjoyed it quite. I enjoyed it, but it's not my favorite by any means. But it's a good album from Mellencamp. Doesn't seem like 20 years old. It seemed like I bought it a couple years ago. Next up, the surprise for me, Alice Cooper, The Eyes of Alice Cooper, which came out September 23rd, 2003. A couple of albums prior to that, he was kind of going in that industrial metal phase, and even though I liked it, I kind of missed that melodic rock from Alice Cooper, and this brought him back to that sound, and I really enjoyed it, especially the song like what's it called, Between High School and Old School. Very good. Novocaine is a great track on there too. There's also Detroit City, which is an homage to his hometown, Detroit City, where he references Iggy Pop and Bob Seger and Ted Nugent. Great return to form, in my opinion. Can't believe it's 20 years. Um, you know, it flew by, and I can't believe it. So, that being said, these are my picks of some of my favorite albums that they're going to be celebrating 20 years. If there's any others that you like, let me know. Write to us. We'd love to hear from you. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Again, like I said, we'd love to hear from you. This is Stephen from the Round Table, wishing you the very best for 2023.